What is up, everybody? Josh here from Creep Leads. This is a bit of a new setup. I tried my setup, like my lighting and everything from the desk I used to sit over on this side, and honestly, it just looked like shit. I didn't feel like having a really bad video today, so we're gonna try something different. The reason there hasn't been a whole lot of videos in the past little bit is mostly because my phone firmware updated, and now the video files that come out of my phone are no longer compatible with Sony Vegas. So thank you, LG. Much appreciated there, or thank you, Sony, for not updating your freaking software. But anyways, we're gonna go with the GoPro today. Hopefully this all works out as well as I want it to, and hopefully the lighting looks a lot better. From what I can tell in my preview here, it looks pretty good. So we're gonna run with it. So it's gonna be a little bit weird me standing up, but hopefully I can get used to it. Anyways, here we go. I jumped over to Value Village after work a couple of times. Didn't find a heck of a whole lot, but I did find 3 awesome games, which, you know, I'm pretty happy to have. The first I'm going to show you here is kind of a double. Actually, I don't think I've seen this version of it. I think it's from the Unessentials collection or whatever. It's Metal Gear Solid 3, just the regular Metal Gear Solid 3, I guess, but it's got no like info on the back, which makes me think it's from the Legacy collection. Some sort of Metal Gear Solid collection on the PS2. Bought that for $5. I figured it was pretty worth it. It is complete in very good shape, so I figured I would grab that. The next one I picked up here is Leisure Suit Larry Magna Cum Laude. Just sounds dirty just saying that. Anyways, also $5 for that. Complete, very good condition. That's a double. Actually, these are all doubles for me. So pick that up for $5, which is awesome. That will be going into my doubles pile. And the heavy hitter double one that I found, so happy to finally get another copy of this. My copy was actually red label, so I want to get, like, again, black labels for everything. Silent Hill 2, and surprisingly enough, this one was only $4 on that, which is sweet. So happy to finally get a black label of that, and my red label is obviously going in the doubles pile. So I haven't actually played Silent Hill. I'm kind of waiting to grab the first one on PS1 and trying to go from there. I don't know, I'm kind of OCD when it comes to playing games in series. I've got to play the first one first, or like the order of release at least, if that makes sense. But yeah, hopefully that all works out. Next up, I had an order come in, and this is awesome. I wasn't sure if I was going to get them, but thankfully the guys honored the purchase. You might be following limited run games and what they're doing. I did manage to pick up Saturday Morning RPG on PS4, which is sweet, and I also got it on Vita, which is also pretty sweet. I haven't opened these yet, but I will. I got to get around to playing them. Mostly I want to play the PS4 version, and I just bought the Vita one because it's collectible, I guess. We're really happy to get these. They were talking about a lot of scalping going on, which is pretty obvious. I mean, you can go on eBay, you'll see a lot of the doubles and triples being sold off, or even copies of it. Apparently there were absurd amounts of games being bought, like people buying 10 copies of each, and basically everything, the stock just ran out completely. So actually what they did is canceled a lot of the orders that were clear resellers buying everything. So yeah, they happened to have a bit extra stock, and I think they actually re-released on like February 16th or something like that. They put that stock, all that canceled stock, back up on to their website, so you could buy it then too. But now obviously it's all gone. Not surprising. It's going to be kind of a rare game to have, which is really sweet. I'm glad to add stuff like that to my collection, and I'm hoping to get all of them at some point. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. This next 3 games I bought. I didn't believe it when I saw it. I saw all these PS3 games, and the guy is asking $5 a piece. I was like, this is too good to be true. He said they were sealed games, and he found $5 each for PS3. I was like, all right, fine, I'll do it, whatever. He's only like a 15-minute drive away, so I figured, what the heck, I'll try. So the first game I picked up from him was Portal 2. You can see I've opened this one. I've heard a lot of good things about this game, and I really want to play it. I played the first one. Not that much, but I did enjoy it, and I've only heard this one's better. Now here's the catch. I'll go into it the later games. They weren't brand new. They were sealed, but they weren't brand new. The reason I could tell is, hopefully this will come up on camera, you can see that case there is kind of jacked. On the side there's holes. So I honestly didn't believe it. When I got into the car, I immediately opened this one because I knew it was one I was keeping. So, whatever. It's all legit, you know, but, I'm just suspicious. And you can tell that the cases have scratches, and they're not brand new. They are resealed. So I don't know why people... But still, like, $5 for these is pretty awesome. The next one I bought purely to resell. I bought so many copies of this game, but they still sell really well. Grand Theft Auto 5 for $5. I'll take that all day. If you haven't played Grand Theft Auto 5, you should try it. Even if you don't like the other ones, try Grand Theft Auto 5. It is amazing. A lot of fun to be had there. This is the real reason I wanted this bundle. This is not a cheap or popular game, or should I say easy to find game. I'm gonna put it as the uncommon on PS3. Xbox 360 is available every time, but PS3 version is a little harder to find, and that is the orange box on PS3. As you know, it comes with Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2 Portal, and Episode 1? Yeah, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, which is pretty sweet. Really happy to get this. I have it on Xbox, but I've been watching for the PS3 one, again, just because, I don't know, I like the collectiveness of it, the collectability of it. It is obviously resealed, it's not brand new. I'm probably going to open it because this just looks really cheesy, and the Grand Theft Auto one I'll probably open too, just to make sure that it is right, and what I want it to be in there is in there. So yeah, that was pretty sweet. $15 for all those 3 games, could not go wrong, especially selling off Grand Theft Auto. I'm going to get all my money back on that. This next one was another Value Village find, one that I've been interested in picking up for a while. I've heard nothing but good things about it, so hopefully it's, the reviews are true. Hopefully I will enjoy it as much as everyone says I should. And that is Trauma Center's Second Opinion. I believe this was $3 or something like that, cheap on eBay. Not eBay, Value Village. Tried to pick it up. I had to clean the case up. The case was pretty disgusting. I had a lot of stickers on it, a lot of like grime goop or whatever you want to call it, whatever. Took me about 10 minutes to clean this thing off, at least 10-15 minutes because of all the stickers. But whatever, it's nice and clean now, looks good, it is complete. Really interesting kind of, I want to call it a medical simulator RPG. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, go check it out. I believe that's the remake off of the DS. I think it came out on the DS first. So they ported it to the Wii and it worked really well. And then obviously more on there as well. This is a really sweet one that I'm really happy to have. I saw this posted on Kijiji and I was like, no way, that's still going to be there. Actually, we have a place here where it's called Easy Home. If you're not in Canada, you're probably not aware what it is. It's basically like if you want high-end stuff or new stuff for your house, you basically go and you lease it. So you pay like, $20, $30, $50, $300 a week, whatever it is, to own furniture, and you basically pay it off and they make money on it because they overcharge you for it. But I mean, it works for some people, so I mean, more power to them. But every once in a while they get used stuff in. I know Liquid Wayno got like his Xboxes and PS4s through them, because they basically bring it in and they sell it off cheap because it's used. But it works out. So this game popped up there. They wanted $5 for it. I was like, hell yeah, I'll grab that. Infamous Second Son. I already have this as a double, but the case and everything was in better condition than mine, so I wanted to swap it out. But so for $5, I mean, why not? Picked it up, gonna swap that out. The other one will go into my doubles pile, which is slowly growing bigger and bigger. So maybe we're looking at maybe getting, or I say we, but me and a couple guys are looking at maybe getting a table at the KW Waterloo Video Game Swap, whatever you want to call it. That's coming up in April, something like that. There will be a formal video about that later at some point. So awesome to pick that up for $5. This is another interesting. I got Wii games. I got more Wii games than I've ever gotten in my life, I think. I was watching a video by Derek H. If you don't follow him, you should check him out. He talks a lot about Wii games and rarity and stuff like that. Really informative, and he's got a really good camera personality. He just kind of talks as if he's talking to you normally, which is a lot of fun. Really enjoy his videos. And he was talking about Wii games that are hard to find or uncommon, not necessarily rare, but just uncommon or good games. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, go watch that video. It's way more entertaining than I am. And he talked about this game in particular and how cheap it was right now. So I figured it looked really interesting, so I figured I'd pick it up. And it is Heavenly Guardians on the Wii. From everything that I've looked up online and what Derek told me, or said in the video, this is basically Pocky and Rocky 3 ported to the Wii. What happened is they were developing the game, then they lost the license, so they just had to change the sprites and the story a little bit. But it is Pocky and Rocky 3. So if you like Pocky and Rocky 3 on the Super Nintendo, you might want to look into this game. I hear it's brutally hard and there are no save states. You've got to beat the whole game in one sitting, just like you would pretty much with the Super Nintendo. So I don't know, check it out, see if it's something you're into. It's cheap. I think I picked it up for like $12 shipped to my house, brand new. It's cheap right now, but I mean in the future it's probably gonna be up there once people start catching on to it, which clearly they haven't just yet. So while I was in Toronto, this past, actually last weekend, I went into the motorcycle show. If a lot of you don't know, I really love motorcycles. It's on par with video games probably. And we stopped in at a pub in downtown Toronto, and right next door was Game Mania in Toronto. I think it's on Bloor Street. Really cool store. I didn't get any video or anything in there, but I mean their prices are fair, and some stuff is kind of undervalued, if you want to say. So I picked up 2 games that I really wanted that I thought were undervalued, not to sell, but because these are the 2 games I've really been looking for. So I figured I really wanted to grab them. The first game is Deadly Creatures on the Wii, and if you can see that price tag right there, it's $10. I could not pass it up for $10. I've only seen this game in the wild once before, and the case was jacked and the disc was scratched, and you know, general Value Village style. But for $10, could not pass it up. Actually, the case they gave me in it was like cracked as well. So I just asked if they could switch out the case, which they did, which they're cool like that. So thank you, Game Mania, if you ever watch this video, for being cool about that. And really interesting game on the Wii. It's not your typical Wii game. Go watch some gameplay. I'm not even going to try to explain it. I tried to explain games in the past and it just doesn't work out very well. And this one I've really been looking forward to. Hopefully I can get to it sooner than later. This game has been impossible for me to find. Like, I've been watching, well, I mean, when I say impossible, I mean clearly I could just go on eBay and buy it, or Amazon, and you know, pay those inflated prices. But I want it cheap, man. I'm not about paying retail prices if I can avoid it. Some new releases except from that rule. But this is one I've been waiting for and trying to find. I've been going to like conventions and stuff and video game swaps, trying to find it. And then, you know, people want $30, $40 for it. I'm just not doing it. So I walked into the store and I happened to look at the Xbox section, the 360 section, and they had this game. And I pulled it out and saw $15 and I was like, I gotta buy that right now. And it is Katherine on the Xbox 360. Like I said, this game has been so hard for me to find. I've been keeping my eye out for it for over a year and just haven't seen it. They don't show up in GameStops. They don't show up in EB Games. I don't frequent pawn shops that often just because there's not that many around me. But just haven't seen it at all. At least not at a decent price, $15. I mean, the minimum you're looking at spending on this thing is like $20, $25. So, I mean, this is just such a great deal. So, again, a very weird Japanese game. I can't explain it. Everyone probably knows about this already. You don't need me talking to you about it, but definitely one to check out if you haven't heard about it. It's also available on the PS3, so if that's your preferred console, I mean, by all means, go check that out. So, really sweet. Happy to grab those. So, I mean, $25 for 2 hard-to-find games and 2 games that I really wanted. I'll take that all day. Next are some consoles that I got back that I am so happy to have. I'm going to give a huge shout out to my friend Mark, otherwise known as MT Shark 7. I'm going to leave a link for him down in the description and a little annotation up here somewhere. Click on it, go check him out. He's a really cool guy. A little while back, he showed, or he commented on my video that I talked about trying to get my Game Gears fixed and replaced. And I contacted a couple of companies, and basically they wanted almost $100 per console to do, and that's like, I think it's US. It was just ridiculous. I can't spend that kind of money on old consoles, especially I had 3 of them laying around. I just can't do it. I can't fiscally make that, you know, work. So he commented on my video about like this. Those prices are ridiculous. I do it for a lot cheaper and whatever. So I basically just talked to him on Facebook and said, hey man, would you be interested in, you know, fixing up my Game Gears for me? He said absolutely. So I shipped them off to him, and he got them fixed. And we were talking about like what do we want and stuff like that. And I basically threw it up to him about, you know, maybe getting an LED mod in one of them, because if you don't know, in the Game Gear there's actually like a fluorescent light bulb in the back, like, you know, like little ones you see in schools, or like, sorry, not little ones, big ones you see in schools, like those long light bulbs. It's basically a little short one of those that goes in the screen, and that's what sucks up all your power. That's why your 6 AAs last for 2 hours. So we were talking about it, and he's just like, yeah, I've been wanting to try it. So I sent him 3 of my Game Gears and said, you know what, just test it on one of them, and just figure out how it works and whatnot, and get it working. And then once you understand it, then, you know, please do it on mine. So basically here they are. These are my Game Gears that I have. These things are awesome. I love the Game Gears, one of my favorite systems of all time. I know that's high praise, but there's a lot of memories that go on these things. So basically this one, he basically went through all the caps, replaced all of them, the sound, the screen, and got it working as it should normally with the regular light bulb. It has a little note on there that says fixed. That one's fixed. Works really well. I've been playing this one just to kind of get back into the groove of things. And then this one, he has done the LED mod, which is really cool. I'm not going to show you this one because I got to plug it in. But I've been playing a lot of Halley Wars on the Game Gear, which is a really cool shooter. If you haven't checked it out, it's really cheap too. But yeah, it just plugs in, and then hopefully this shows up. Maybe. There it is. I mean, it's pretty legit. It sounds great. It looks great. I love it. I think you should definitely talk to him if you're interested. I haven't talked to him and see if he, you know, wants to do a whole lot of them, but why not? I mean, contact him on YouTube if you have a Game Gear and you want to look at getting it fixed. He did a great job on mine. I've been really impressed with it. And he did it really cheaply, and he shipped it back to me. So couldn't be happier. So thank you very much, Mark, for all your help. And I mean, he gave me status updates the entire way, took pictures and explaining what he's doing, and it was just really great. So thank you, Mark, for hooking that up, and I can now relive a lot of my memories, childhood memories, and really looking forward to playing a lot of my Game Gears again. Game Gear games, I should say. So that's huge for me. So thank you again. Like I said, contact him if you're interested in getting your Game Gear up and running, or LED modded, I guess. So that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. And please let me know what you guys think about this setup, audio quality, lighting, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.